Ever stop to think how much those little impulse buys on your phone are adding up to, and how many subscription payments are sneaking out of your bank account every single month? Before I started using Rocket Money, let me tell you, I had no idea. But the first time I logged in, I saved $435. I couldn't believe it. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps you find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. I just love the dashboard. It shows everything in one place, even the subscriptions you forgot you signed up for. And if there's something you don't need, Rocket Money helps you cancel it. Plus, it alerts you if a bill increases or if something unusual pops up in your account. It's basically like having a personal assistant for your money. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/Kim today. That's rocketmoney.com/Kim. rocketmoney.com/Kim. Hi, Kim Komando here. Well, first up, we have your digital life hack. And after that, I'm going to play a call from my weekend national radio show. We all know this feeling, that freak out as you head to the airport. Did I forget my passport? I'm Kim Komando for Carbonite, my #1 choice for cloud backup. Get 50% off now at carbonite.com/Kim. Live a better digital life with Carbonite. Both Apple Wallet and Google Wallet now let you add your U.S. passport to your digital wallet. It takes no time to set up. Open your wallet app and find digital IDs. Follow the steps to scan your physical passport and take a few selfies to confirm you're you. Now when you're going through TSA, tap your phone on the reader. You'll see what information is being shared and then quickly authenticate with your face scan or a fingerprint. It works at 250 airports, but Customs still wants the real deal when you're leaving the country. So keep your physical passport on hand because your phone could die at the worst possible moment, probably right after you've bragged about how cool your digital passport is. My Christmas cash giveaway is underway. You could win up to $500 by entering right now at winfromkim.com. Next up, a call from my weekend show, The Kim Komando Show. Enjoy. In business, they say you can have better, cheaper, or faster, but you only get to pick two. What if you could have all three? That's exactly what Cohere, Thomson Reuters, and Specialized Bikes have since they upgraded to the next generation of the cloud, Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. OCI is the blazing fast platform for your infrastructure, database, application development, and AI needs, where you can run any workload in a high-performance environment and spend less than with other clouds. How's it faster? OCI Block Storage delivers more operations per second. Cheaper, up to 50% less for compute, 70% less for storage, and 80% less for networking. Better, in test after test, customers report lower latency and higher bandwidth versus other clouds. This is the cloud built for AI and all your biggest workloads. And right now, with zero commitment, try OCI for free. Just go to oracle.com/Kim. That's oracle.com/Kim, oracle.com/Kim. Every business is asking the same question. How do we make AI work for us? The possibilities are endless, and guessing is too risky. But sitting on the sidelines is not an option. Your competitors are already making their move. This is exactly the kind of solution I'd turn to. With NetSuite by Oracle, you can put AI to work today. As the #1 AI cloud ERP, trusted by over 43,000 businesses, it brings your financials, inventory, commerce, HR, and CRM together into one single source of truth. That is what makes your AI smarter. It doesn't guess. It actually knows. It can intelligently automate tasks, deliver real insights, help you cut costs, and make AI-powered decisions fast. And this is not some add-on tool. It's AI built directly into the system that runs your business. Whether your company earns millions or hundreds of millions, NetSuite helps you stay ahead of the pack. Right now, get their free business guide, Demystifying AI, at netsuite.com/Kim. The guide is free to you at netsuite.com/Kim. netsuite.com/Kim. Bruce in Seattle, Washington. Hi there, Bruce. Welcome aboard.
Hi, thank you, Kim. Actually, I'm in Pasco, Washington, other side of the mountains.
Pretty close. At least we got it close in Washington. I mean, I could have said Pennsylvania.
Yeah, it's only a 5-hour bus drive.
There you go.
Well, Kim, I just want to say I've been listening to you since I can't remember when, and I am known in my family as the tech god.
Yes.
Not goddess, but I have to give credit to you for having taught me a lot of my tech knowledge.
Oh, well, that's sweet of you. But something didn't go right, or else you wouldn't be calling me. So what's going on?
Yeah, I wrote in because of a fiasco I had just about 2 years ago, exactly, November of 2023, while living down in Colombia, South America. Um, I was visiting a friend of mine who had a little bar and cafeteria, and having a couple beers there, and a couple of women motioned me over to sit at their table. They gave me a sob story. They needed a place to stay. They had missed their buses. I offered them a place to stay at my house on a fold-out bed. Well, long story short, they drugged me with a drug called scopolamine, and while I was out for about 8 hours,
Wow.
they stole my desktop computer, two laptops, my iPad, my Samsung tablet, my Samsung phone, Bluetooth speakers, all my money. Got in, took a couple of credit cards, started charging stuff up on the internet. I
Now,
got
wait
wiped
a
out.
second. How you said you were just visiting? You travel with all this stuff?
I didn't realize I said visiting. No, I had been living down there for about 7 years.
Okay, all right. Because I'm like,
No.
I'm like, damn, Bruce. So bring your desktop. You're bringing two laptops. You got some phones and speakers. Anyway, go. I'm like,
Well, I've averaged coming back to Washington about once every 2 years, so I definitely have brought a lot of electronics
all
and
right,
stuff
good.
down there.
all right. So they just wipe you out.
Yeah. And my own fault. I violated number one rule of living in Colombia: never, ever, ever let a stranger into your house. That being said, I never have felt threatened by a woman, let alone two women in my life. But I didn't see it coming. Let my guard down. Thought I was doing a good deed to
You're
give
trying
them.
to help. Yeah, you were trying to help
Yeah,
them.
I was. Now, quite honestly, the majority of the drugging, muggings, I'll call them, are done with this drug scopolamine, but the majority of them in Colombia are done in bars, mostly guys looking for love in all the wrong places. In this case, I was an exception, but the nitty-gritty of my question is, I thought I was so clever in heating all the device ends in protecting myself using two-factor authentication. I had every one of my 5 devices or 6 all networked together or interconnected using two-factor authentication. So when I woke up that next morning, recognizing that all my stuff was stolen, it took me, well, I realized I couldn't get into my Gmail account. And it actually took me 3 months. I
Wow.
would go up to an internet cafe to use a computer to try to communicate. I even use, while I'm down there, Google Voice.
Yeah, that's smart.
Um,
Okay.
Well, it's smart until you get locked out of your Gmail account, because each Google Voice number, if I understand it correctly, is connected to
A
its
Gmail.
own Gmail account. So I was locked out of that for 3 months. Couldn't call my family and let them know, what had happened, yada, yada, yada. And, of course, no one could ever anticipate getting all of their devices stolen at one time. And that's what made it so tricky. And that's my question is how, given that I'm hoping to go back down in the next few months, I don't want to repeat the same error.
Well, you know what? If 2 women come to you in a bar and say they need help, if one woman, Bruce, if a man, anybody, a dog, somebody, you just need to
don't take them home.
Yes, do not take anybody home. Nobody.
Well,
nobody.
That was the easy lesson to learn.
Yeah. Now this is, but seriously, you're lucky that nothing worse happened to you, right? Think about it.
Oh, well, Kim, I would say I am so blessed that I even woke up, because all you have to do is get on YouTube, look up scopolamine in Colombia. You will find dozens of similar stories, but many where guys somehow fell off their balcony in the high-rise hotel in downtown Medellin, or some other city in
It's
Colombia.
awful. It is. It's awful. Well, let me tell you. Let me tell you what you can do. Okay. Number one is that if you're going to a place like that, maybe you don't always bring your primary phone. You use a burner phone, you have a backup phone, and then you start cutting off these connections, because once they got into one device, they could lock you out of basically all your other devices. Instead of using two-factor authentication, what I use is the Google Authenticator app.
I've got it.
Okay, and that works on Wi-Fi, so you don't even need a cell connection. It just keeps working.
Okay, right.
And so I actually have an older phone that I keep just because the Google Authenticator app is running on that all the time. And so if something were to happen, then I still would have access to the Google Authenticator app.
Sure.
Now, your major accounts, like Gmail, they let you generate emergency recovery codes inside the settings. And so what you can do is print those out. So if, in fact, something happens again, you'll have that emergency recovery code right on your person.
Well, in this case, guess where I had all that stuff? Right on my desktop computer.
Excellent. Love that.
All my account names, passwords, you name it, which of course they stole.
Yeah. So you see, this is like a once in a trillion million, situation where you got wiped out of everything.
I did.
And so that's where, number one, you learned your lesson. You're never going to do anything like this again.
Nope.
Number two is when you travel, you're going to travel smarter. And it was probably easier because you brought something down one trip, then you brought another thing down the next trip, right?
Yeah.
The next trip, and then suddenly you're looking at yourself and you're like, whoa, I mean, I've got, $4,000 worth of gear sitting right here. That in Colombia is a crap load of money.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the average smartphone nowadays, and I think it was a Galaxy S24, is worth more than the average Colombian's monthly wage.
Yes, and so that's what you're dealing with, right? And that's what you
absolutely.
are. So absolutely. So so you can also get a second email address just for account recovery. I mean, there are things that you can do along that, but I think the biggest lesson is just what we talked about is that we all want to be kind. We all want to be nice, but not everybody's kind and not everybody's nice. And especially when you're traveling in I don't want to say a third world country, but it's pretty close to it in Colombia, that you definitely need to keep your guard up. But, folks, I get the bottom line here is for anybody is to make sure that you are using not just two-factor authentication, but start looking at using the Google Authenticator app, so that this way it's just more secure than SMS codes, which obviously can be intercepted. Hey, join over 650,000 folks who get my free newsletter every single morning. You're going to love it. It takes just 5 minutes to stay up to date on everything that's happening in the tech world. Get the current newsletter. Sign up now at getkim.com.